Steve, you mentioned the blowouts of this season. There have been more than obviously you would like. But in a year of development and growth, what can a coach take away from that? I mean, what do you learn by watching that happen numerous times?
Well, you learn a lot about individuals, and then you learn about them collectively. You learn about combinations that may not work or may work. And as you go through the course of the season, you sort of get a better feel for your team. So I really thought those blowouts were a thing of the past. We hadn't had one in a while. I think Steph said it last night. It was a bit of a perfect storm, last night. We were cold as ice, and they were really hot coming off of a tough game against Sacramento the night before. But that's how the NBA works. And what our team needs to understand and to learn is that it's the details that give you a better chance of playing at a high level and a better chance of avoiding the perfect storm. So what I mean by that is we were aware that Dallas was going to come in with a sense of desperation. We talked about that, but we didn't act like it. We weren't into the ball from the very beginning. Our defense was soft. So they got off to a good start. We turned it over several times, gave them easy layups. Dallas was 20-0 when winning the first quarter. They won the first quarter, I think, by 24. Like all those things, a veteran team understands all those things and takes care of the details to be able to withstand the punch. As a team, we're not ready to withstand the punch. We don't have our antenna up. Like it's not enough to just say, hey guys, they're going to come in here angry tonight because of the game last night, and they know how big this game is to them because it's big to us. With this team, it's not enough to say that. They have to feel it, and they've definitely felt it this year. And now the key is how do you respond to that? Do you understand that not getting into the ball, being lazy on our switches, turning the ball over, doing all that stuff in the first 8 minutes sets the tone for the entire game? And on certain nights, on the perfect storm nights, that's all it takes. So that's what our team needs to learn and understand and grow from, which means the detail matters from the opening tip.
Is that something you learned? Is that something you learned by going through it? Is that the only way?
Did you just ask me who the Niners are going to take in the second round?
No. That's my next question.
Oh, okay. All right. So what was your question?
Is that something you think that the team has to learn just by going through it? Is there any other way of learning that?
Every team's different. It just depends. With this team, I think this team has to go through it. And we've definitely gone through it enough. So, this is how the NBA works. And, you have to see growth in individual players. You have to see growth in teams. And that's what, management has to assess. They're going to assess me. They're going to assess each individual player. We all have to show that we can withstand, difficult stretches, learn and grow from them, and get better as a team. That's our job.
Coach, how you try to manage nights like this against the Mavericks, and what is the main motivation and the main priority for the upcoming road trip?
Well, this is part of the NBA. There's a lot of games, and there's going to be some painful losses, and that was very painful. So the response is to do what we did this morning: have a good practice, have a good film session, get on the plane, and get ready for the next one. And the motivation is clear. We're trying to get as high in the standings as we can.
How difficult is it to sit and watch these games go by and knowing that you cannot help, you cannot do anything? What's that like?
Obviously, it's hard. But at the same time, you got to know what's safe for your body. So obviously, I want to be out there. I want to contribute. I want to help the team. But at the same time, I got to do that smartly. And that's why I'm just trying to rehab correctly, do my things every day, rehab every day, and make sure when I go out there, I'm 100% and able to do what I can.
How hard was it to watch last night?
Obviously, it was difficult. I mean, they played a hell of the game. But, again, it's all part of the NBA and part of our journey this season is just responding to things like that. So I feel like we'll be able to respond and have a really good road trip.